in the rolling English countryside of Hertfordshire. Far from the Luftwaffe's reach sat RAF Steeple Morden. In 1943, it was not a base for Spitfires or Lancasters. It was home to the American 91st Bombardment Group and their B-17 Flying Fortresses. But the story of this base is not about the thunder of takeoffs or the drama of battle damage. It is about a silent, meticulous war fought with clipboards, cameras, and cold statistics. Every day, when the bombers returned from their deadly missions over Germany, their aluminum skins holed by flak, engines smoking, crews shaken, the real work began for a specialized ground crew. While mechanics patched the planes, these men met the airmen with questions, not congratulations. Where was the flak the thickest? At what altitude? What was the formation of the enemy fighters? What was your exact bombing approach? They were the intelligence officers and photo interpreters. Their domain was a cramped, blacked-out hut on the base, lit only by the glowing green glass of light tables. Here, they pored over the strike photography long reels of film, taken by automatic cameras in the bombers' bellies that recorded the few seconds over the target. With magnifying glasses, they analyzed each frame not for spectacular explosions, but for patterns of failure and success. A photo might show bomb bursts 300 yards short of a factory. The intelligence team would cross-reference this with the pilot's report of wind speed, the navigator's log of airspeed, and the bombardier's settings. The conclusion was a piece of data: bomb site calibration drift observed at 25,000 feet in -40-degree temperatures. This single finding, sent to the technical command, could lead to a modification in the Norden bomb site used by every B-17 in Europe, improving accuracy for the entire 8th Air Force. The base at Steeple Morden became a clearinghouse for experience. They compiled data on German anti-aircraft artillery, flak batteries, mapping their locations and predicting their firing patterns. They analyzed the attack styles of German fighter pilots, identifying weaknesses in their tactics. They debriefed crews who had been shot down and evaded capture, extracting priceless details about German rail movements and factory camouflage. This work was tedious, unglamorous, and critical. It turned the chaotic, terrifying experience of combat into a database for survival. A recommendation from Steeple Morden's analysts might lead to a change in formation flying, saving dozens of crews on the next mission. Their target analysis directly informed which factory wing to hit first to cause maximum collapse. The men who flew the missions were heroes of courage. But the men and women at bases like Steeple Morden were heroes of applied reason. They fought the war with slide rules and filing cabinets, building a base of knowledge more durable than any concrete bunker. They understood that to defeat the German war machine, you first had to measure it, understand it, and find its precise points of failure. The bombs that finally broke the back of the Luftwaffe and shattered German industry were not just dropped by brave men, but were aimed by the accumulated, painstaking intelligence processed in quiet huts on peaceful English bases, where the war was fought one grainy photograph and one data point at a time.